My name is Amrita.
And how old are you, Amrita?
I'm 14 years old.
14. So tell me, how often do you go to Gurudwara?
I
Or any house of worship?
I go to the Gurudwara every Sunday. I am a full Sikh, so I go there a lot. I'm working with Tejpreet, and we're doing SYNY, the Sikh Youth of New York.
That's right, you guys are doing a great job with that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay, I've heard about that.
So we're really trying to change the way people think about us. And the 114 Gurdwara, the fight that happened there is actually not helping us that much. We're trying to really let people know that we're not here to hurt anybody. What we're doing in our Gurdwara, we're doing it to benefit others and to really tell people like who we are as Sikhs. And actually, a lot of people seeing that video have changed their mind about us, and it kind of ruined all our hard work that we were putting into it. So we're trying to rebuild that trust. After 9/11 happened, a lot of discrimination has been going on, and us as SYNY was trying to change people's opinion, but that hasn't really helped out after seeing the fight. It really did hurt a lot of people after seeing that. I mean, we're supposed to be a community together. If it's between 118 and 114, we're supposed to be together as one, not fighting against each other and letting politics get into our house of worship.
Okay, let me ask you, what is SYNY? I want you to tell our viewers.
SYNY stands for the Sikh Youth of New York. As the younger generation, it's our responsibility to continue the works of what our gurus have been teaching us and put hard work into doing seva around the Gurdwara, if it's serving langar, if it's taking kirtan classes, if it's joining seva. We're really trying to get out there and help us and help all of our youth out there. So that's what we're really trying to do.
You know what? I hope this will not, what happened in the Gurudwara, it's unfortunate, but I hope that won't stop your spirits from doing what you guys are doing with this organization. It's great work. I've heard about your organization. I know about it. So I really hope this won't stop you guys to continue doing what you're doing. I wish you guys all the best and luck with it.
Thank you so much.
And keep doing what you're doing, because I know about it. There are a lot of other people who know about it, and we really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
very welcome. ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਪੁੱਛਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਊਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੇ ਨੇ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਸੋ ਇਫ ਆਈ ਹੈਡ ਟੂ ਆਸਕ ਆਲ ਆਫ ਯੂ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਪੁੱਛਾਂ ਕਿ ਵਾਟ ਇਜ਼ ਵਨ ਥਿੰਗ that you feel we should do differently to bring the youth in and not have ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਝਗੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਜੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੀਏ ਇਸ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਨਾ ਦੇਖੋ and come to the Gurudwara, how would you do that? In one sentence, how would you do that?
In my opinion, there should be a separate committee for young kids, as in, like, high schools to like college, so they could voice their opinions instead of having just the older people having their opinions. Like they could have an equal share.
Okay. How would you feel about it? Okay.
I feel like we need to educate the youth and be better role models for them,
Okay.
so this doesn't happen in the future.
This doesn't happen. How about you?
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. If you had to have the kids come to Gurudwara, if you had to tell your friends to come and join you in the Gurudwara, give me one sentence how you would do it. Think about it. I can come back to you. All right.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Sadiq, how about
Well, I will educate them what is a Sikh and tell them about our religion and what the benefit about Sikhism.
Okay. If you had to bring somebody from your community, अगर ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ पता है कि ਤੁਹਾਡੇ कोई friend गुरुद्वारे नहीं जा रहे हैं, how would you bring that friend back to Gurudwara?
Well, I will, eliminate the politics in the Gurudwara and, like try to have special activity in the Gurudwara so they could come in.
Anshdeep,
Yes.
you seem very actively involved in the Gurudwara and you've done a lot with the youth. So if you had to convince somebody ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੁਣ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਅਗਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੋ ਕਿ ਵਾਪਸ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਏ, how would you convince them to come back into the Gurudwara now?
Okay, honestly, that would be a difficult task. It is a difficult task, so to speak. But before I get into that, I would like to say that we all, as in collectively, we lost Nam and Barney. That's the biggest difference, which is like holding us back together, So I'm going to get myself into Nam and Barney, and then I'm going to, of course, force upon others to get into this, because I cannot preach until I actually learn something myself. So that's one of the basic things that I need to fall back on. That's about it.
ਇੱਕ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਅੰਦਰ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓਗੇ ਵਾਪਸ?
ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ, ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਉਣਾ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਿੱਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹੀ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਬਾਕੀ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੀਰ ਨੇ, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਸਮਰ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਹੌਲੀਡੇਜ਼ ਨੇ, ਛੁੱਟੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਦਾ ਇਮਤਿਹਾਨ ਜੋ ਏਜ ਵਾਈਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੂਰੇ ਟਰਾਈ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਲਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ, ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਵਗੈਰਾ 'ਚ। ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੋ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੀਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਸਕੇ। ਅਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹੋਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਿੱਖੀ 'ਚ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਵੱਧਦਾ ਹੀ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਇਹ ਅਤੇ ਆਖਰਕਾਰ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਿਸੇ 'ਤੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ। ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੋਚਾਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਹਾਂ, ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੋਨਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਨੇ ਕੇਸ ਕੱਟੇ ਵੀ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਜੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਿਨ ਉਹ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਵੀ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਆ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਮਰ ਟਾਈਮਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਟਰਾਈ ਸਟੇਟ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਯੂਥ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਅਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਰਿਚਮੰਡ ਹਿੱਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਦਾ ਇਮਤਿਹਾਨ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੇ ਸਕਣ। ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ SGPC ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਮਤਿਹਾਨ ਲਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੰਦ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਥੇਦਾਰ ਗੁਰਚਰਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਟੌੜਾ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ। ਉਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਇਸ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਬਣਿਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੀਆਂ, ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਨੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਇਸ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੋਇਆ। ਤੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ 10 ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫਾਊਂਡਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ, ਜਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਛ ਲੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਹੋ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਕੁਛ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇ ਸਕਣ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ। ਓਕੇ, ਸੋ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ।
Thank you. And I will ask you this question. If you had to, well, with your work, with what you're doing, with your organization also, if you had to go back and tell people that your organization is really to help people, and after what had happened recently, you know, this is not who we are, this is not how we are, how would you go back and tell that?
Well, that's actually a little bit of a difficult question, but I think I would tell people like about our religion, about what we're trying to do, about what the gurus taught us, and I would really hope that they would think it over, and they should realize that after everything that happened, it wasn't every Sikh that was involved in it. It was only a couple of people, and I don't think that they're real Sikhs if that's how they're gonna go and act in our Gurudwara, and that's not how all of us are. So they do have to think about that. There's good people and there's bad people.
So because of one person's bad action, it has affected a lot of people in the community.
Exactly, and we shouldn't let that one bad person feel that whatever they wanted to do, they succeeded in it, because they really didn't. We're still gonna go out there and we're still gonna try, and we're gonna change people's opinion. After everything that happened, we're still superior. We're not gonna let that one person affect all of us.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, one action has made a huge impact. Are we going to continue doing this? Is this the message that we want to give to our youth? एक जगह ते असीं खड़े होके कहने आ कि साडी यूथ गुरुद्वारे अंदर इन्वॉल्व होए, क्योंकि अगे दी जेड़ी पीढ़ियां ने, नस्लां ने, इन्हां ने चलानियां ने, and then we go ahead and we do things which turns them away from the गुरुद्वारा. मैं ये नहीं कहंदी कि किसी दे अंदर डिसएग्रीमेंट्स नहीं होंदियां, हर जगह ते डिसएग्रीमेंट होंदियां ने, हर जगह ते झगड़े होंदे न, घर अंदर झगड़े होंदे न, but when you're doing it in a place of worship, jithe it's a community place, look at the impact that it's had on these young kids. Is this what we want? Is this what we're looking for? Is this what we're preaching? I don't think so. So when we say ki when your actions speak louder than your words, here's a prime example of it. This is what you need to see. And next time, when you're thinking of disagreeing with someone, go ahead, disagree with them. But don't do it in a house of worship, in a gurdwara, in a church or a temple. Well, with that, I want to thank you all for watching our show and giving your support to us as you always do. And we hope that we see you supporting all of these kids in what it is that they want to accomplish for our community, for your community. With that, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਦਿਓ, ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ.